Without waste of time, we will start the session.
We have covered this slide, and this was the slide we were discussing yesterday. I'm just giving a gist as to how much we have covered yesterday. Slide on this. There's a technical glitch with my slides. Probably I've got my slides deleted, few of the slides. But never mind. Let's discuss from here only, and then I'll be sharing the syllabus as to how much we'll be covering in today's session. Somehow the slide got deleted, or probably I was not able to click on save at the right time. So we have covered header, footer, page number, the adjusted page margins, and the orientation of our page. We have added print titles and grid lines during print preview. We have also learned as to how to repeat the rows at the top of each page. Formatting the fonts and values was the next topic. We came to know as to how to adjust row heights and column widths on Excel sheet. Cell alignment and border addition to your cells was covered. We have applied colors and patterns to the Excel cells. And we have also used Format Painter and Auto Format option. We came to know as to how to merge cells and how to rotate the text into multiple degrees, 30 degrees, 90 degrees, 75 degrees, or so on, with the help of formatting cell toolbar. Then we have adjusted our rows and the column height using AutoCAD. And AutoCAD option was already covered. So now we'll be working on as to how to manage with our workbook. How can we switch between the sheets in a workbook? How we can insert and delete worksheets? How can we rename the worksheet? And how to move along with the worksheet, how we can use cell referencing from one worksheet to another worksheet. Say, for example, data has been capped into one sheet and we would like to create a formula on another sheet wherein we are calling data from sheet 1. So this could be done with the help of workbook options. A few more topics will be covering, though I haven't covered it in the slide. But let's move on to Excel directly, and then we'll refer the syllabus we have got from the organizers of the workshop, and accordingly we'll move further. So moving to Excel directly, and just because we have covered previous functions using this test1 file, so I'll be using the same file which we have prepared yesterday. I hope the slide is visible. This Excel sheet is visible in front of you. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
The Excel sheet is visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Fine. So the first topic was how we can move from one sheet to another sheet. This is my workbook, and we can see that at the lower left corner, we have sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. These 3 sheets are already there on my workbook, and actual work is being done on sheet 2. Now, if I would like to go back to sheet 1, just press Control plus page up. You have CTRL control button on your keyboard, and then you have page up PGUP button on your numeric keypad. Just press Control page up. You'll be able to switch to sheet 1. Press Control page down, and this is how you can move between your sheets. Is it clear? This is the simplest function. Can you do it with your Excel screen? Are you being able to do so? Yes, please. Can you do it? Yes, probably I've got a message. I have to check who is sending me the message. What to say? This is a message. Yes, please. May I know, are you being able to shift from one sheet to another sheet? Is it done? Can we move forward?
Dear
Am I audible to all?
participants, we move forward or not? Do you want to repeat this?
Ma'am, there is no.
Okay, no repetition is required. Okay, fine. It's clear to all. This was a simplest function. Okay. Then we have another topic, that is how we can rename the sheet, or how can we move one sheet from present location to left side or towards the right side. So see this sheet 2, just move your cursor to sheet 2, right click on your mouse button, and then you'll find the option rename. Just click on rename, and you can name your sheet as say, for example, I'm giving it a new name. Let's try, and press enter. Pressing enter is very much required. Once I've pressed the enter, it means I've made changes permanent. Let's try. This is the sheet. And now if I want this let's try sheet to be at first place before sheet 1, what I'll be doing, again, the simplest function, right click, then click on move or copy, and here comes another option, test1.xls, and move selected sheet to book. Okay, you want it to get moved before the sheet 1, and click on OK. It got moved to leftmost location. What if you want to make a copy of same sheet at another place? Let's take another example. I want to copy the same sheet, and I want to place the copy of this sheet at the end. And we have sheet 1, let's try, and sheet 3. We have only 3 sheets on the Excel workbook right now. I'll again right click on let's try. Again click on move or copy. The same process is being done. Now before sheet, in this particular column, what I'll be selecting, I hope the screen is visible to you all. Dialog box is visible. Is it visible to all?
Yes,
In
ma'am.
case my screen is not showing in the dialog box, you can see the dialog box on your screen as well. Okay, here we have the option move to end. Click here, and then at the bottom side you will find a small checkbox contains create a copy. Click on this checkbox and press OK. You'll find a copy of Let's Try, but as per the rule and regulation of spreadsheet, we can't have two sheets with a similar name. So what is happening? We are getting the copy with the name let's try, and within brackets we have two that indicates that we have the duplicate copy of let's try window. See, you will be able to see the replica of same file. You'll find same data in at both the places. Is it clear? Yes, am I clear on this part? I'll be requiring your responses because unless I'll be getting response from your side, I won't be able to decide as to whether I need to move further or I'll have to stay here only for any kind of clarification. So this is very much required that you confirm. Okay, fine. It's clear to all. Fine. Let's move again to the next topic of our syllabus, and I'll have to go through the syllabus, and I'm wrapping the syllabus just because I don't want any step or any topic to get missed from my as per the syllabus being provided to me, it's in front of me. In this particular section, now we have switched from one sheet to another sheet. We have renamed the sheet. We have moved the sheet. Now we'll have to check as to how to insert and delete a particular sheet, and then we'll be working on protecting a workbook. Protecting a workbook is a bit tricky kind of function, and you need to give your great attention towards this particular function because it confuses the user at times. So first, let's add and delete a sheet. We have sheet 3, right click here and press on delete. You have deleted the sheet 3. I'm repeating the same with sheet 1. Go to sheet 1, right click on your mouse, press on delete, and the sheet is gone. Say, in case if your sheet doesn't contain any data, you won't get any kind of notification or any kind of dialog box on your screen saying that are you sure that you would like to delete the data or delete this sheet. You won't get any message. But in case if your sheet contains even a single alphabet, such kind of a message appears. Data may exist in the sheet. Select it for deletion. To permanently delete the data, press delete. This is a kind of alarming message that is it right to delete the sheet, or it happened mistakenly. You have clicked on delete sheet by mistake. So this is alarming message. In case if your sheet contains the data, it will appear, because once deleted, you won't be able to revamp the function. You won't be able to recall your data later. Now, we have deleted the sheet. If I would like to add one more sheet to my workbook, we have this red colored icon adjacent to my sheet. I click here and I'll be able to add the sheet. We have got sheet 3, click on sheet 4. See, why the new coming sheets are containing the names as sheet 3, sheet 4, sheet 5. Why not sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3? Because we have already inserted 2 sheets, or we already have 2 sheets at the left hand side. Hardly matters whether we have renamed it or not. But Excel package, this spreadsheet will always consider them to be sheet 1 and sheet 2. So I hope you're getting me on this point. Can we move forward? Before moving to protecting a workbook, I would like to share remaining functions. How can we hide the column? How can we hide the rows and sheets? Splitting and freezing a window, inserting page breaks in advanced printing options. And after that, we'll be covering protecting a workbook, because protecting a workbook requires multi-user system. Let me know how many of you are having multiple users on your system, your computer. At times it happens that we are using a system and we have our own user ID only, means we have a login at the startup and that is my name, and I'll have to put my password and I can use my computer. But in case if I have a system wherein more than one users are available, in that case, a workbook protection works. Let me know how many of you have multiple users on your computer you're using, because in that case we'll be requesting the candidates with multiple users on their computer to participate here and to share their screens as to whether they are being able to do whatever is being instructed from my side or not. Do we have someone with multiple user interfaces on their computer? If yes, please send your name on the chat box. Meanwhile, I'm sharing remaining options. Now, hiding the column. If you would like to hide the column, we have the sheet. I don't want my employee name to appear on screen. I just want salary DA cross net. That's it. What needs to be done? Just click on B column, right click, and then we have hide option. Now column number B was hidden. It's hidden now. What if I want to see the column again? I'll have to select column A and column C now. Both the columns need to be selected and then click right. Click on the right button and unhide. This is how you can unhide the column. Similarly, if you want to hide any row, select the row. I've selected 3 rows, right click and hide. Rows are hidden, but you'll be able to judge that yes, my data contains few hidden rows as well. How? At the left hand side, you'll be able to see the change in the number. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we have 8, 9, 10, 11. What does it mean? 5, 6, 7. Row number 5, 6, 7 are hidden. So once we are clear that yes, 5, 6, 7 are hidden, so what I'll be doing? I'll be clicking on 4 and 8. I'll be selecting both the rows, right click and unhide. Now it's visible. Okay, we have used hide and show column and row. Similarly, if I want to hide the sheet, let's try to again selected let's try to sheet number let's try to. I'll right click on my mouse and then we have option hide. The sheet was hidden. Very simple function. Now again, if I want to show my second sheet, that is let's try to, first click on first sheet, then multiple sheet selection is not available. So I'll click on the next sheet, sheet 3, and unhide. It will ask me as to which particular sheet you want to unhide. There might be a possibility that more than one sheets are in line in the hidden panel. So you can select the sheet you want to show and click OK. Let's take example. I'm hiding both the sheets. Let's try and let's try 2. Now, if I would like to show let's try 2, I'll click on unhide and now we have 2 sheets in our hidden panel. Let's try as well as let's try 2. I'm clicking on let's try 2 and then press OK. Let's try 2 is visible on our screen. Whereas let's try is already there in the hidden panel and it will remain there unless it is being asked to get visible. Clear? Okay, splitting and freezing a window. See, now, here I have the data. Suppose if I'm inserting few columns here. Now my data is at the right side, but I want to see this data as well as this data parallelly. Means, okay, let's take another example at the top. And whenever I'm moving downward, what is happening? My top row is getting scrolled, and I won't be able to decide as to whether this column is salary, whether this column is DA or TF or HRA or what. So I want this particular row to get freezed for me. Freezing the row means let the data get scrolled, but this row needs to remain here only. I'll select the row and then I'll have to click on view button, view menu, and from view menu, I'll be clicking on freeze pens. Click freeze pens. Freeze pens, again I have three options. Freeze pens, if I click on first option, it will always freeze leftmost column and topmost row. Freeze top row will freeze the top row only. Freeze first column will freeze the column only. So in case if I don't want I only want top row to be freezed, place your cursor wherever you want to be your first record. Say for example, my first record starting from D4. So I'll put my cursor on D4 and then I'll click on freeze pen and freeze top row. I've clicked on freeze top row. Let's see whether it is working or not. I'm scrolling my screen, but still the data is getting scrolled. Okay, let's see. Let me delete topmost rows. Now, I have this heading. I've clicked here and view, freeze pen, click on freeze pen. Okay, now downward, moving downward will scroll your data, but top row will remain at the same position. Let me check whether the left column is also being freezed or because we haven't selected top row freezing, we have selected first option. But see what is happening, columns are getting scrolled. Now I'll have to select this cell because I want the column towards left side to get, again I'm deleting first column to avoid any kind of malfunctioning. Now we have employee name and here we have employee names as well as salary and all. So whenever I'll be moving downward, row number 1 will get freezed. Whenever I'll be moving rightward, this column will remain freezed. This is what I want. So once I've clicked on first salary, I'll go to view, freeze pen, and first I'll have to unfreeze the pen and then again click on freeze pen. Keep rows and columns visible while the rest of the worksheet scrolls based on current selection. Okay, I'll have to select the entire data that I want to get selected for freezing purpose. I've selected this much data. Now go to freeze pen and freeze pen. Now see what happens. Okay, done something wrong or what happened? Not moving further. Something get clicked somewhere else. It is not working. Sheet rows got recovered, rows and data column which we have deleted. Okay, I'm putting my cursor here and then going to view and freeze pen, freeze pen. See, you'll be able to see a border line across this location, means towards left of the cell and towards top of the cell, you will be able to see a border line. That indicates, okay, fine, we have freeze the pens to this location. See, when I was moving downward, header row was there only. Now, if I'll be moving rightward, what happens? Employee names will remain at the present location only. It won't get scrolled. I want to see the net salary of Monica, and at the same time I want to check the data at the right hand side. I can do it here only. Is it clear? Feed pins. It is required in case if we have a very large volume of data and we need to scroll towards right side open or towards downward open to check as to which employees, say for example, Monica, she is getting salary this much, DA this much, PF this much, gross this much, net this much. In case if I have also recorded the data like blood group, then spouse occupation, then address, and few more details are there. Demographic details are also there. And if I want to recall or retrieve some of the data from this particular record, I'll be scrolling rightward just to avoid any kind of mistake or any kind of wrong picking of data from any other record. This particular option helps me because at the left hand side, I'll be able to see, okay, fine, I'm searching in, I'm digging for the information in Monica's record only. This is how this freeze pens work. Freeze pens, we have freeze top row, freeze first column. We can freeze partially as well. Here we have freeze column as well as row using the first option. If you want to freeze only top row, you click on the second option. If you want to freeze the last column only, then you can select last option. But this first option is more popular and more preferred by most of the new users. Okay, let's see another option, that is arranging the windows. As of now, we have only one file that is open. Let's open one more file, that is placement fact sheet. I have this another Excel file with me. Now, if I click on this Excel icon at the down, this minimize ribbon button, I'll be able to see two different files. I'll be able to see, okay, probably it's not visible because I've shared Excel file rather than sharing the entire screen. Let me share entire screen. That was the only reason why I was sharing entire screen, just to show that this is how I'm working. I'm stopping sharing from here and I'm again sharing the entire screen to give you the real taste as to how I'm working here. Now my entire screen is visible, and from entire screen, if I'm clicking on Excel, okay, let's move to Excel first to avoid multiple windows. See here, if I move my pointer to Excel, I'll be able to see two windows. One is test one and another one is placement fact sheet. It means I have two spreadsheets open at the right at the moment. Is it clear? Now,
Yes,
what we need to do, just go on view and click on arrange all. Arrange all shows me another dialog box wherein we have multiple options like style, horizontal, vertical, cascade. See, I've clicked on tiles. By default, it's clicked on tiles. I've clicked on tile and clicked on OK, followed by this OK button. Is there something that is happening? Nothing happened. Okay, let's try another option then. I'm clicking on vertical. Again, it's not working. Why it is happening? Okay, from this window, probably that window was not okay. we haven't restored the windows. That window is in its in file form, but equal size is not here. Don't have equal size for both the windows. Now, moreover, this particular sheet is actually the protected sheet. This was a protected window. I'll be showing this window later. Let's open another file because this file won't work here. It's not going to work. Let's protected workbook. Let's open another file and opening another file. Okay, this is my next file that is here. And meanwhile, if possible, I would like to close down this window. This window is not really closed. Okay, let it be. Let it be. Going to this sheet and now arrange all. I'm clicking on horizontal now. Let's change the pattern on horizontal because the fact sheet window, that fact sheet file, that was protected workbook. That's why it was not supporting the function. I've created that protected workbook just to show that workbook protection option. So that's why it is not working. Now we have two files which are not protected and which are open on my Excel screen. One is test one, and another one is named for right management. See, this is how window arrangement in horizontal form works. Let's change the format and make it vertical. Now we'll be able to see my files in vertical format. Why do we require such kind of splitting or such kind of a window arrangement? Just for the purpose, say for example, if I have some data here related to one candidate and another data of the same candidate here. So I'll be able to map between two different files at the same time. And moreover, at times it is required that I'm preparing the data of an employee wherein I'll have to select the employee, the best performer of my organization. And in that case, what I'll be requiring the employee number, employee name, the region he or she is working in, the targets achieved by the person, and the immediate boss of that person, tenure of the employees stay with the organization. There might be a possibility that I have kept all the data in different files. In that case, we can capture the data from this place and that place, and moreover, we'll be able to save this list of files. Means we have multiple files open at the same time. See, we have this file at the back, which is in protected form, so it will be visible in its real size only. It won't get changed as per the
Sorry, ma'am.
arrangement. Yes, please.
क्या ये जो दो फाइल एक साथ हम ओपन कर रहे हैं, क्या तीन भी हो सकती हैं क्या?
ये बिल्कुल हो सकती है सर. यहाँ पर प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि ये जो प्लेसमेंट फैक्ट शीट वाली मेरी फाइल थी, ये फाइल एक प्रोटेक्टेड फाइल है. इस वजह से ये फाइल हमारे पास अरेंजमेंट में नहीं दिख रही है. अभी अगर हम देखेंगे यहाँ पर तो देखिए ये फाइल क्या कर रही है, ओवरलैप कर दे रही है नीचे वाली फाइल को. इस जगह पर मैं देख रही हूँ तो मेरे पास ये फाइल भी दिख रही है, इसके पीछे दूसरी फाइल भी दिख रही है, और इधर लेफ्ट साइड में मेरी नेम फॉर राइट मैनेजमेंट भी दिख रही है. लेकिन ये बाकी की फाइल्स को हाइड कर दे रही है क्योंकि ये एक प्रोटेक्टेड शीट है. तो इस प्रोटेक्टेड शीट को देखिए मैं देखूंगी, इसको छोटा बड़ा कर रही हूँ मैं राइट मैनेजमेंट वाली फाइल को, लेकिन प्रोटेक्टेड वाली जो शीट है ये अपना साइज चेंज करने को बिल्कुल राजी नहीं है. एंड इट हैपेंस इन केस इफ यू आर यूजिंग अ प्रोटेक्टेड शीट, क्योंकि प्रोटेक्टेड शीट में आपको राइट्स नहीं मिले होंगे ये काम करने के. ये राइट जो होंगे वो एडमिन के होंगे. जब तक एडमिन उसमें चेंजेस नहीं करेगा तब तक कोई चेंज नहीं होंगे. ठीक है. अभी हमने ये तीन फाइल खोली थी, तीन में से एक फाइल नहीं दिख रही थी. यस प्लीज
मैडम, हाउ टू प्रोटेक्ट
सॉरी सर, हाउ टू
files? How to protect option are not been explained. How to protect?
Sorry, I'm not getting you. How to protect? I'll show it to you as to how we can protect the sheet. But at the end of this session, I'll be showing you, because I'm covering the remaining part much easier to grasp. This is the only reason why I'm covering this part. Once I'll be covering the entire remaining part, then I'll be showing as to how to protect the sheet and how it can be used. See, so you are asking about showing more than 2 files. So I've closed that file. Now I have closed that protected sheet, and I won't be working on any of the protected sheet. Rather than working on protected sheet, now what I'm doing, I'm opening one more file. That is, again, I have placement related data from my previous college, and I'm using these Excel sheets. I have 3 Excel sheets open now. 3 Excel workbooks are there, and I'm being able to see all the workbooks. Let's open few more workbooks. Okay. I've opened this as well. Again, it's not a protected sheet. Click on arrange all, vertical, horizontal, child. I'm clicking on child now because I have more than 3 files. See, I'll be able to see the tiles on my window. Multiple tiles are being shown, and in each tile I have a different file. And in case if I have all 4 files of same pattern, let's take example. I have this file that is related to placement. This file, this is also related to placement. Again, I have this file. It also contains the placement data, whereas this file is nowhere related to my placement. So I'm deleting this file, and I would like to add one more placement related file here. And one more thing, let's check. I'm removing this file as well. I have 2 files wherein I have the name of candidates, those who have applied for the company. I'm selecting few more sheets, few more Excel workbooks wherein I have the record of those who have applied for multiple companies. This is one, probably haven't. This is new file, and then RTech, I'm selecting one more file. Now all these files, in all these files we have the record of students, those who have opted for one or the another company. I'm arranging all the sheets in style format. See, I can check, okay fine, we have a candidate named Abhijit Upadhyay here. So he's the person who has opted for this Isa Chai and Spices company. Let's check whether he has applied for any other company as well. Yes, he is here as well. Start X Lab. Okay, let's see for his record. Let's check for his record here. Okay, fine. We have got the same candidate in right management. Are we being able to trace the same person here? No, that name is not visible. So this is how we map the data in different sheets if we want to check for multiple occurrence of the same data. And see, there's one more beauty associated with arranging the windows. That's what we can do from home button, save as, and in save as option we were having save workspace. Why this workspace is not visible? Okay, fine. Workspace is here only. In view menu, we can see this save workspace option at the right hand side. Is it visible? Just click on save workbook and it will ask for the name. I'm naming this document. I'm saving it to desktop and I'm naming it as check. I've saved it as check and save. Now just do one thing. Close Excel. I'm closing Excel. All the sheets were closed. Again, if I open the Excel and I see the window, it's a blank window in front of me. Click on Office button now. If I click on RTech, I'll be able to see the data of one file only. No, I don't want to do it. I want all the files which were open to be visible in front of me. So what I'll be doing, I'll be clicking on home button, and from home, I have a file link, file name check. Just click on check and see the miracle. All the windows, all the Excel sheets which were open during the time you have saved your workspace, you'll be able to see all the files. And one more thing, this workspace file doesn't put load on your disk. How come? It simply creates a link to all the files which were open here, and the time when it is being recalled or it's being requested to get open, it recalls all the links and opens all the windows within it. हमारे पास ऑलरेडी ये चारों फाइल सेव हैं, ये चारों फाइल्स को दोबारा से सेव करेंगे, चेंजेस होंगे, ठीक है, सेव करेंगे. बट अगर मेरे को ये चारों फाइल एक साथ दोबारा चाहिए तो बार बार ओपन करने के बजाय मैं इसको एक वर्कस्पेस के फॉर्म में सेव कर दूंगी. और जब मैंने इसको वर्कस्पेस के फॉर्म में सेव किया है और उस वर्कस्पेस को मैं ओपन करूंगी तो ये मेरी हार्ड डिस्क पर कोई लोड नहीं डालता है, क्योंकि एक छोटा सा रेफरेंस लिंक क्रिएट हो जाता है, शॉर्टकट की तरह से काम करता है. और वो शॉर्टकट जब भी खोलने की कोशिश हम करते हैं तो हमारे पास ये चारों के चारों विंडो उसी वर्क स्पेस पर खुलकर आ जाते हैं. होप आई एम क्लियर ऑन दिस पॉइंट. कैन वी मूव फर्दर?
यस मैम.
ओके. The next topic in the series was inserting page breaks and advanced printing settings. I'm again sharing the window. I've stopped sharing for a while. I'm opening my existing file test one on which we were working yesterday. I request all the scholars, in case if you're finding any trouble in session, please let me know, because this session was specially being designed for you people, and organizers are taking so much pain for you all. तो अगर लोगों में से किसी का भी कुछ मिस हो जाता है या आप लोगों को कोई चीज़ समझ में नहीं आती है तो शायद हमारी पूरी एक्सरसाइज फ्यूटाइल हो जाएगी. तो आप लोगों की कोई भी क्वेरीज हैं तो आप प्लीज जरूर हमसे शेयर करते रहिए. Okay, on this Excel sheet, if I want to insert the page break, we have seen as to how we can use print preview option. See, the time when I'm applying the print preview and I've changed this page format into landscape format. Okay, fine. It's visible. I can see that row number 32 is the last row on my screen. But I want one page to display only 15 records. Now, what needs to be done? Just close print preview. 15th row. 16th row. I'm clicking on insert and I'll have to check whether I have a page break option here. We don't have any page break option here. Go to page layout and check. Here we have break. Specify whether a new page will begin. I'm clicking on row number 16 and I'm putting a break. I'm clicking on break and then insert page break. I've inserted a page break. Let's see the preview now. Go to home, then print preview. You'll be able to see that yes, my first page contains 15 rows only now. Is it clear? Very simple. I'm repeating the process. You just check as to how many records you would like to display on your page number 1. I've decided that I'll be showing only records till 15th row on my screen on my first page. So I'll be clicking on next cell, that is 16th row, go to your page layout. From page layout, you'll have to click on break. In break, you have option insert page break. You'll have to click here. Now, just for the sake of cross-checking, I'm removing page break from here. And let's see, are we being able to see the change? Yes, now if I'm previewing, I'll be able to see again. Record still 32 row number. Clear?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, fine. We have done with it. Now, advanced printing options. In print preview, page setup. In page setup, we have options. In options, by default, it talks about landscape and portrait, but if we'll be clicking on advanced, we can set up paper size and copy count as to how many copies we would like to get printed. In copy count, you just mark the number as to how many copies you require for the same sheet or for the same page what your output gets printed on. Could be A3 size, A4 size, or any other page size, letter format or legal executive statement. Yes, sir.
मैम क्या इसको हम सेलेक्ट करके भी तो प्रिंट दे सकते हैं?
किसको सेलेक्ट करके सर? ये हाँ, वहां से भी कर सकते हैं सर, बिल्कुल वहां से भी कर सकते हैं। आप डायरेक्टली जब प्रिंट करते हैं, यहाँ पर प्रिंटिंग में हमारे पास ऑप्शन आता है, मार्जिन वगैरह लिया हमने और शीट वगैरह लिया, तो यहाँ पर हमारे पास ये जनरल ऑप्शंस में ग्रिड लाइंस हमने ऑन की थी। ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट प्रिंट लेना है, ड्राफ्ट क्वालिटी आप बता सकते हैं यहाँ पर। इसके अंदर फर्दर ऑप्शन में मतलब हर जगह नहीं आती ये ऑप्शन की पेज साइज पूछा है नहीं, वैसे प्रिंटर में बाय डिफॉल्ट ये ऑप्शन होता है। बट इन एक्सेल इफ यू वांट टू फिक्स इट कि आपको प्रिंटिंग के टाइम पर ध्यान नहीं रह रहा है कि आप प्रिंटर के ऑप्शंस में ये सारी चीजें हैं, तो आप पहले से अगर सेट करके रखना चाहते हैं जस्ट टू पुट योर ऑपरेटर ऑन द रोल कि भाई मैंने ऑलरेडी सेटिंग करके रखी है कि हर पेज की मुझे 10-10 कॉपी चाहिए, तो ये सारी सेटिंग्स में पहले से भी करके रख सकते हैं।
ओके मैम, थैंक यू।
Okay. So we are done with this part. Now moving on to protection. How this workbook protection option works. I've asked you people that if any one of you have multiple users on your computer, please do let me know, but nobody reverted. Okay, no issues. I'll be showing it to you. I'll be showing this option to my laptop only, and just for the sake of showing this example, I've created one user on my laptop, and see, I am closing this window and opening that protected file that was fact sheet, placement fact sheet 2020, and it is not working for me. If I try to change the values, it shows the cell or chart that you are trying to change is protected and therefore read only. And why this is happening for me? Just because my login this time is I've logged in through another login. That is the Pithoragarh. I'll have to check. Oh, okay. I've got left from that. In case I'll be changing my login, I'll have to log out from this place. I need to check it. Okay, let's do one thing. Let me reconnect to my same login, and I'll be sharing this sheet to someone via email, and then you'll have to check whether it works for you or not on your window. So. Can someone please share your, okay, my window is open now. Let's see if I'm being able to do it from here. If it will be enabled for me, we'll have to check. Okay, Meet is already there for me. Okay, Meet is open. It's not supporting here. What I'm doing, I'm opening the same file, test1, and let me share it with someone on your ID so that you can share your window whether it is supporting or not. Now, what I'm doing, I'm going to review and I'm clicking on Protect Workbook. Click on Review button. Here you will find Protect Workbook. Unrestricted access. By default, the option selected is unrestricted access. It means there's no restriction on the access of this file. But if I click on restricted access, it will be moved directly, or it will show me the dialog box related to Microsoft Online. I don't want to go into that part. So what I'll be doing, I'll be clicking on first option, restrict editing, protect structure in Windows. Means you are protecting the structure of this particular file as well as the window. I did with that existing file. I'm saying that I'm changing the, I'm protecting the structure, but okay, fine. I'm not changing the structure, I'm changing the window. Changing the window means I can't resize that window. And I'll have to put password here, and I'm putting a password. It's say for example 1234. The password I have given is 1234. Confirmation password 1234. Okay. Now, may I request someone to share your mail ID right now so that I can share this file with you on your mail ID, and then you just download and check, are you being allowed to access the file? Can I have anyone's mail ID, please? Anyone?
May I speak?
Yeah, please, sir.
Rajesh dot Kushwaha
Rajesh dot Kushwaha
56
56
@rediffmail.com.
redditmail.com. There's one more user who has given a mail ID. I guess, I don't know, from there I'll have to ask. No, it's not there. I'm not being able to see the chat actually here. From there I'll have to check. Okay, fine. I'm putting this first mail ID, that is rajesh.kushwaha56 and I'm sending this mail to you with the subject line file. And Garima ma'am and Gunjan ma'am, may I request you to kindly allow Kushwaha sir to share his screen so that
He can share,
you can see whether. Okay, fine. Ma'am.
he can, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Rajesh sir, you can share your screen.
Just a minute, ma'am. Just a minute. The file is being attached to the mail. Being attached. Actually, I have to stop sharing and I'll wait to get connected. stopped from here, not getting stopped from my side. That one file is not being sent. And ma'am, I don't know as to how to stop my sharing. It's not getting stopped from my end. Can admin help me on this glitch? I'm not being able to stop the sharing of my file until unless I'll be stopping, I won't be able to attach it to the mail.
Ma'am, you can stop sharing from your end only.
But it's not responding actually on my laptop. Not stopping. Okay, just a minute. Let me come out of Meet then.
Ma'am, you can share the file with me.
It got shared. It got shared with you, sir, Rajesh sir. Now you can share your screen. It got shared from my end.
Ma'am, meanwhile, you
Rajesh,
can
sir?
share the file in this in the meeting also.
No. Okay, fine, ma'am. Fine. I was not knowing that I can share file here as well. Since this test one is here, just download it. And now try opening this file and working on this file, whether it is working for you or are you facing any kind of problem. The sheet is very much with you. Just try to put some entries and
मेरी शेयरिंग दिखाई दे रही है मैम?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We are able to see your sharing.
ओके थैंक यू.
just try typing something on the sheet and resizing the window. Can you work on the sheet? Is it supporting? Try changing first record, okay? Because this is the only record wherein we can see the name of candidate. Otherwise, rest all records are with the raw data. Try to change the name of first person. Okay. Okay, you can open using WPS file. Okay, you're using cell phone probably for attending the meeting.
Meanwhile, Deepika ma'am, you can put the
From
file.
where I can share this file on the meeting. Please do guide me. Please guide me from where I can share this file with all the participants over meeting only.
just mail
Probably
me.
reason on the. Okay,
Ma'am,
you want?
just mail me.
Yes. Okay, fine. Just a minute, ma'am. Sending it to you. I've sent it to you, ma'am. Garima, ma'am.
Ma'am, just I'm downloading it.
Okay. Meanwhile, let me check if I'm being able to switch to another user of mine. If it works.
Ma'am, I'm sharing my screen now. Deepika, ma'am, I'm sharing my screen. Participants, please see.
Is the screen visible to anyone? I'm not being able to see this. Okay.
Ma'am, are you able to see?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Test one was the file, no?
No.
This test one. No, it's not test one, I guess. It's not test one, ma'am.
Okay, I'm just opening. Try to open it.
Okay. Please take your time.
Just one. Okay.
This is the file. Ma'am, just please help us. Are you being able to change the name of this candidate, Monica? Yeah, it's
ma'am.
very much
I'm
done. Can you resize the window now?
What are you
restore or minimize? Just click on restore button.
Restore.
Minimize is working, but are you being able to restore or maximize the window? Okay, it's being done. It means it is not creating any kind of restrictions if I'll be clicking on Windows only. So I'll have to click on Windows as well as structure. Let's see, I'm again changing. Okay, I've clicked on protect structure and Windows both, but at the same time, I haven't clicked on restricted data. Rather than unrestricted data, I'll have to click on restricted access. No, I don't want to use services from. For the first time, I'll have to click on yes. It's not supporting. Microsoft Access support is required, but it's not here with me. Let's check it another way. I'm protecting this sheet now. And for protection, what I'm doing, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, I've clicked on the password sheet. 1, 2, 3, 4 is the password. And I'm putting restriction on formatting the column, formatting the cell, and I'm not.
Ma'am, you are not showing.
What?
Your screen is not.
My screen is not visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. See here, we have most of the time this project works in environment. We have multiple users working parallelly, and I'm being able to share my someone who's working on the same work. But at the same time, I want to protect some of the data so that people can't make changes to my data. I'm protecting my worksheet, and on this worksheet, I'm putting the password 1234, and here I have another window which says allow all users on the worksheet to. What is being allowed? I don't want to allow them to select locked cells. So I clicked on this, select unlocked cells. Yes, I'm allowing them to select unlocked cells. They can format cells. They can format columns as well. They can insert rows, but I'm not allowing them to insert columns or format rows. And I'm clicking on OK. Again, I'll have to give the same password 1234. Click on OK. Done. Just for the checking purpose, I'll have to switch to another account, another login. I'm again switching from one user to another user, and it will take few seconds. You'll be able to see that yes, I'm not online now. I've got logged off, but it is for a while only because now I'm trying to log in to another login of mine on the same system. Taking 2 seconds. Because the previous login I was using was a admin login, and I've got all the rights on this workbook. But now I'm again, the problem is that I haven't shared that file with this login. File is not being shared. It will take time. It will take time. So if you allow me, I'll be showing it to you in next session, because for this workbook protection kind of thing, I need to use both the logins simultaneously. So I'll be using one login from my mobile next day and another login from my laptop, and I'll be showing both the things. Will it work, ma'am? In case if I'll be showing this example tomorrow in next session.
Yes, ma'am.
Because otherwise it will take more of our time, and we won't be able to do justice with this topic as it is not being done here. Okay, moving on to another topic. I need to see. Garima ma'am, it's visible. Can you show that, because my laptop got stuck, can you show that syllabus we had prepared for this workshop?
Yes,
from
ma'am.
your side? Can you share it?
Okay, ma'am. I'm just sharing. Are you able to see?
This green one is related to. Okay, from list. Fine. Uh, then we will be covering charts as well in
Ye-
the syllabus.
Yes, ma'am.
Charts are also being covered. Okay, okay, fine. Cutting, copying, pasting cells, moving and copying cells, and drag and drop collection, and pasting multiple items. So we have covered managing your workbook, wherein we have skipped protecting a workbook only. Moving on to editing a workbook, entering date values and using autocomplete editing. Okay, fine. Let's start with okay, in this topic, see what we'll be covering today, that is using the paste special command, because it is very interesting kind of command. Then we'll be inserting and deleting cells, rows and columns using undo, redo and repeat. And spell check, find and replace, and inserting cell comments. So we'll be covering uh, second part of editing a workbook today, and remaining the entire session, remaining part will be covering in tomorrow's session. You all might be having Excel sheets open on your screen. Just click on any of the cells on your screen. Until the time my system gets started, I'm requesting you just click on any of the cells on your Excel window and right click your mouse button. Are you being able to see anything like insert comments? Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Insert comment is visible. You just click on insert comments and you can put any kind of comments. This is basically for your reference, that why this particular data contains these entries, or what do you want to record in this particular cell. Let my system get started. I'll be showing it to you, and at the same time I'll be showing you as to in what particular case data validation kind of thing is there. Therein we use these comments basically. Getting started. Started now. Whether I'll be able to restore the windows. No, windows are not there. I'll have to reconnect to Meet using laptop. Let me check this code. I would be joining using code now, because otherwise it will take so much time. The code is NW. Okay, let me see if I'm being able to do it with mobile only. Yes, please. Can you see my
Yes,
Excel screen? Is it visible?
yes, ma'am. Your phone screen is visible.
Yes, it's visible. Yes, I have the data of few students, and let's take an example. I have student record number 3 that has been as English, I'm clicking on this particular cell, and then I can right click using mobile. So I'm clicking and putting on comment, clicking on comment, align, Rajit, and I'm putting a comment already joined. And close. See what happens once I place one comment with any of the cells, I'll be able to see this orange kind of angular shape at the right side. Once I'll be hovering my mouse to the cell, you can see the comment. By using sheets on it shows me the comment in this way. But if I'll be working on Excel using my laptop and all, hovering your cursor means moving your cursor. You don't need to click on that detail. If you'll be moving your cursor on that cell, you can see the comment you have placed there. And once that I don't want this comment to get fit to this place, just click on resolve and comment resolve. The comment got removed and this red cornered arrow is also gone. Inserting date on the same sheet, and it's 15th April 2022. After here, it shows me proper format. If I change the format, let me validate here. Let me show you the validation part. I'm saying 18 years, in the age of students, 2 years. 36. Suppose I don't have permission to enter any of the value beyond 30. What I'm doing, I'm selecting this row and I'm putting a validation option, data validation. Sheet 1, L1 to L14 is the range selected. Criteria, list of items. Okay, if you want to show validation help text, add this help text and you can say only 18 to 30 years and the date and which word. And list of items. We have clicked on show warning rather than clicking on reject input. We are not clicking on reject input. We are simply clicking on show warning. Okay. So you have the value. Okay, fine. List of items rather than let's list from a range, and we are putting range. Okay, otherwise we have to list of items 18. Click on 8, 20, okay, because otherwise we are getting too much lengthy. What we are doing, we are putting a range 80, 20 only. We do select who are who belong to age group 18 to see what happens. It shows me red color border. And when I click on this, it shows me the warning message that these files are 18, 19, and 20. So the data shown is not the way. Whereas in case, don't have any such error. There's no error that is being indicated on age is being shown. Everything is not getting found. Now, okay, fine. Whenever you click on the cell, find this word message that are 18 to 20 years eligible. As they are said, burning on it, even if you are entering a wrong value, accept value. I'm putting 55 here, it will value. I think the validation tool and only in data point removing it for the sake of 8 years. Okay. And Canada, but it's how restrictions do it now. It's validation. It's getting connected to nothing. Sheila, and is being shown to have lost. Or this network is not stable.
Deepika ma'am, your voice is breaking.
My network is
Ma'am,
my network is actually voting. Can we stop here today?
okay ma'am, we can stop
For
here.
the day, can we stop here?
Okay ma'am, no problem.
Sorry,
We can stop. Yeah ma'am, we can stop here, and on tomorrow